All right, Mike the Wholesaler here with Wholesaling 101. We are in March of 2022, and we're going to be talking about comps and estimating repairs. Okay, so this is a big issue, and you're going to find out why as we get into it. All right, so there's my contact, Mike the Wholesaler. There's my phone number. You can call me or text me. A little bit about me. I am married to an amazing, beautiful, shy wife. I'm the wholesaling supergroup leader of, REI USA. And I won Teacher of the Year in 2018. I like long walks on the beach, dubstep, Minecraft, and pretending to flip my friends' houses when I'm at their parties. And I have two crazy kids. You're going to hear them. There they are. There's Lincoln right there. And there's Noah. Here they are again. Noah is not happy about this picture. And Lincoln is even more angry about this picture. They hate wearing the same stuff. It's probably the last time they're going to wear matching shirts. So I had to take advantage. All right. So your homework. Now I missed like 2 sessions. I told him I was going to miss one, and then I forgot about the other one. And so I'm keeping track of it better now. So your homework last month was to set up your CRM, integrate Craigslist with your CRM. And in that last one, I talked about integrating Craigslist into the CRM. Craigslist will send you emails, but Gmail now got smart, got greedy. They want money. So in order to have those emails go from Zapier to your CRM, you need to have a business email through Gmail. So Mike's House Help, I would need mikeshousehelp.com, and then I would need an email that says like Mike at mikeshousehelp.com, and I would need to send the Craigslist leads there to that email. And then since that's a business Gmail account, it would then send it to. So keep that in mind. Analyze 3 deals a day, go to the foreclosure auction, and continue to market. All right, so comp. What is a comp? It's a comparable. Comp is short for comparable, just so you know. A similar house, same bed and bath, or add the added beds and bath to the repairs. Square feet with plus or minus 300 that is sold in the last 5 months. So for example, let me see if I go into this. Okay. For example, if you have a 3-1 and everything in the neighborhood is a 3-2, you would comp it not as a 3-1. You would comp it as a 3-2, but you would add that second bathroom, either add that to the master bedroom and or somewhere throughout the house, and then close off one of the bathrooms to the master so that it would be just like a regular house. Okay. And then you would comp it as that, and you would add the amount of repair and money it would take to add that additional square feet and bathroom to the property to the repair estimate. Okay. Square feet is plus or minus 300. That's pretty self-explanatory because it'd be ridiculous to find the exact square feet. And sold in the last 5 months is probably pretty accurate. You could do 6, but that's pushing it. And then also, forgot to say on here, but I would do within a mile. All right, ways to check comps. You can check comps on Zillow, Redfin, and Rentometer. And Rentometer is for rent. So you would compare the rent if you were to sell to a landlord. That landlord would want to know what the rent is, because that's their exit strategy, is to rent it out. Zillow and Redfin are going to tell you what the property sold for. And that would be the exit strategy of that buyer. So that's why that matters. The Georgia MLS, which you can get access to with a realtor's license, and then the FMLS, which I think is the first MLS. The other one is Georgia MLS. Why we have two, I don't know. Georgia MLS covers most of Georgia, except for some parts of Atlanta, and the people in Atlanta love the FMLS. So some properties are in one and aren't in the other, which is very weird. Having a unified system will be great. And then so just as a realtor, you would have access to both, and you'd have to pay for both to have access to that. Okay, so let us go look up some comps. And I have with me, let me pull this down. So go in here and we'll go to Zillow. And we're going to pull this up. Oh, no. All right, so I'm going to pull up pictures on my phone. Okay. All right, we have some properties that have been emailed to me. And we're going to look them up. Man, I had a Red Bull. Oh my God, I had 2 Red Bull. All right, 1817. Timothy Drive Southwest. All right, that's it. So this is a property. All right, and they want 258. Suggested price is 258. You see, the Zestimate is a little bit over that. All right. It's a 3-2. What do they say it is? Oh, it doesn't say. Okay. 3-2, 2,000 square feet. It could probably be more than that. And there's not a lot of pictures. Okay. So we'll scroll down here. They're going to show us 3 2s, which is what it is. Sold 10 months ago, 6 months ago, 10. And this one's just off market, but it's using this as like, this estimate is 262, 7. Oh, so that's this home. Oh, they don't do that anymore. Oh, that's great. Okay. Used to, they would just show you houses down here that would be off market, on market, sold, all over the place. And you can see here, Georgia MLS, FMLS. Oh my God. Okay. All right, here we go. So we've got 5 months ago, 1804 Timothy Drive, 255. So they're selling this for retail. So you're gonna buy this and rent it out, maybe. I don't know. And we go over. Let's see. There's one here for 5 months, which is a 4-3, which is a better property. So it's like, you want me to buy, if a better property was 4-3 and sold for 220, then I could add a bed and a bath here, spend that money, and then it would be worth less than what I paid for. This one is 3-2, 11 months ago. This one, come on, you can do it. 330, 6 months ago. And then 6, yeah, so a while ago it was worth that. It looks like it's been going down. So what we said about core logic, or if you are friends and you're following Stacy, she shared something I think last month about core logic, the list provider for list source and pretty much everybody. All the data comes from core logic. So they're projecting that the housing market's going to go up, 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 and then it's going to go back to 2008, 2007 prices by Christmas, by December. So this is in line with that they are slightly going down. So when you get properties like this and you see this, that a while ago they're selling for a lot, now they're selling for a lot less, you want to get those properties a little bit less than you normally would to compensate for the fact that by the time you get it under contract, it's going to go further down. So 55 a month ago, or 5 months. And see, there's nothing in between there. But there's got to be something wrong with that one. So 6 months ago is 330. Yeah, these are all 6 months ago. There's nothing real current. Will they show me any? Okay, so if we had MLS, we could do cooler stuff. But will it show here? Okay. So we'll go there, and then I'll do some fancy hacker tech here. Hold this down and go back. Bloop, look at that. Check me. Okay. That, whatever that was. All right. Okay. I'm not as good a hacker as I thought I was. All right. So, oh, never mind. You want to go in here and it drops us right in there. Okay, cool. All right. Normally it doesn't. Okay, so we zoom out and we see this box. Oh, it's giving me the lines. Okay, so that's insane. All right. So if there's any houses out here, they're technically, it looks like it's going to be in a different zip code, maybe. But yeah, that's very weird. So in here, you're going to need to look in that zip code and find stuff. They're going to be in separate zip codes, but they're right next to each other. So it's hard to not do that, but that's extra work. If you're in the FMLS, you can put down the property and then put down a radius around the property of a mile, half a mile, and you can just say 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, 2-bath, that kind of thing. So we've got solds here, and now over here, it's bringing up all this stuff over here and up there. So what is on the screen is what we see. And let's go back to Timothy. Timothy is right in the middle there. Okay, so it's right like there. All right, so 3-2 houses. Sold in the last 90 days. Yeah. No results of houses. Uh-oh. Where are you, Timothy? Are you a house? Single family home? Yeah, it's a house. There's nothing coming out. Sold. Three, two, a house. Nothing sold within the last 90 days. What's going on here? Okay, so that's very scary. So look at that. 4 results sold. So this was bought as a wholesale deal and sold to a, they rented it out. And then you've got this that sold October. There's nothing this year. Okay. So that was December and then November. Okay, yeah, so nothing sold this year. So I would say 250. Uh, oh, and these are new construction too. They look very new construction. All right. Now, when was this one built? 1960. Yeah, dude, there's just not enough to go on. Not enough to go on. All right. Yeah, so 250 and then wait a minute. Let's take off exact match. And then just add 6 results. So there's a 4, 3. You'd add a bedroom and do 360 and then 225. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, yeah, it's too iffy. I would say like maybe 200 is what I'd want to get this one at. It's because it's like why would you, looking as a homeowner, after somebody's bought this property, fixed it up, and you're a homeowner with 2 kids, uh, you're a husband and wife family moving in, and you're like, why would I buy this old house that's been fixed up when I could get new construction right here and top quality for like 250? And then nobody's bought for some reason, which is very weird. So it's right in here. Oh, is that full? Oh no, that's the Atlanta line. Okay. So yeah, it's right on the edge. Man. Yeah, I wonder if it was like right over into, because the beginning of the neighborhood is in East Point. So I wonder if it was in East Point, if there'd be a lot more, sales. But man, yeah, I definitely need to get that to come down. Suggested 258. Um, Nearby comps in the high threes leave plenty of room for profit. Okay. Let's see. In the high threes. Give me a second. Okay, so high threes, dude. What's going on here? So if we come back here, we look at the high threes. Schools aren't that good, which is you're not buying anything over here for schools. Anyway. Nearby homes. Here we go. There's some different. What was that up there? Comparable homes and then nearby homes. So yeah, threes, but those are 11 months ago. Yeah. And then here we go. Nearby homes. Says this one sold for 3 to 30. I can do this, yeah. Oh, these are off market ones that are just end the values. Okay. So they've separated this out of the comparables. Yeah. I would say 250. Let's plug in the rent. Excuse me. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey. Look at this niceness. All right. Timothy. All right, so we want a 3 and then a 2. Analyze. All right. All right, so 1255 is the rent. So maybe a way to go is to just see what the mortgage is on here. And what do they say? 18. Yeah, there's no. Well, all right, let me pause this for a minute. And let me sign it. Oh man, dude. All right, let me pay for it. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll do it live. Mar 9. Okay. All right, now you can see. Okay. So I got the pro plan. I'm upgraded. All right. Let's go back. Timothy. Yeah, there we go. 3 months. It's a house. We can now do more stuff. Blah blah blah. We're not renting it. And then report branding. And just lower this to 5 miles. Okay, boom. Let's see what that looks like. Radius too large. Well, you took out the address. Don't delete it. Oh my gosh. Do I gotta select everything now? Oh, God, I hate that. All right, come on. Analyze. There we go. All right, so houses, it's 16. Yeah, I don't know where they're coming out with that 18. So you could get the property with the mortgage if the mortgage payment was less than I would say 300 less than that a month, or if they would accept payments 300 less than that a month, and then I would want to get it for 225 and then sell it to the tenant buyer for 250. So that's what I would do. All right. So let's look at the next one. All right, so 1. One, 8, 2, 1. East. Mackin. Mick. McIntosh Griffin. Okay, here we go. All right, it's sold. Look at that. So, So new price is 85 and it sold for 95. So why are they coming down on it? That's a little sus. Okay, so they're making negative 10,000 on this. 2-1. It sold price reduced from US fix and flip. Okay, so this estimate is 120. That's crazy. Okay. So last, what was that? August, a 2-1 in Griffin, sold for 95, now for sale at 85. Okay. So this is a comp for itself, really? Okay. 9 months ago, 10 months ago, 6 months ago, 8 months, 8 months. Yeah. So nothing's being bought. That seems to be a factor going around. A factor, oh my gosh. That is a trend. So I would say 95. 200, 160, 130. I would say 130 is probably the ARV, and but the repairs on this are going to be too much. So the repairs, the way to calculate repairs is I would do what Stacy does, where when you look at something, it's 6. Or now it might have inflation brought it up to 7. But when you look at something, it's 7. I like to do 5 just because it's easier math. And you know, oh, it needs a new roof. That counts as 2, so that's 10. New countertops, that's 5. New floors, that's 5. You know, the landscaping is going to be 5, and just add that up. The other thing is you could take $60 a square foot, and what's the square foot here? So $60 a square foot is 1,539 times $60. So that's 92,000, and that's to get it fixed up, looking nice. Rent ready would probably be like 30. So 46. So 46,000, and it's a 2-1. You see, some of these are 3 2s. So I would say 160 is a 3-2. So in order to get it to here, you'd have to add in a bed and a bath to get it up to these, to this quality. So yeah, it's going to need to come down even more. And then they want you to click on the link to see the comps. Okay. All right. Very bad. Very bad. Okay. Homedy Buyers Club. So let me, what you want to know my, okay, cool. Stop. This, oh my gosh. This was typed in there. Okay. So at 160, and that's iffy, I would say on it a 1. So I need to add a bed and bath. The bed and the bath would be, I mean, it's a comp to itself. So all right. All right. Okay, there we go. So Macintosh Griffin, we got to change this to 2. Change this to 1 only. Let's do 6 months. It's a house. Auto 2-1. Boom, boom. Analyze. Okay. There's just a couple. Okay, so 9. So 9, 1% means that the person is going to want to buy it that we sell this to. If we do it as a rental, the most rent they can expect is 900. Following the 1% rule means that they want to buy it for less than 90,000. So if they want it less than 90, let's say we sell it at 80. That way we sell it. Oh, it's got 10,000 worth of equity. Then that would need to include repairs within that 80. So if to get it rent ready, and I need to see the inside, the repairs would need to, and the price that we get it under contract for, would need to equal 80 maximum. So if it's about 10,000 to fix up, if it's good in there, it just needs updating, I'd say 10,000. So from 80, we then get it at 70. We then want to make 10,000 in the assignment. So that brings us down to 60. So we would get the property under contract at 60. We would then assign it for 70,000. So they would pay 60 and then 10 to us for the agreement. Then they would get it at 70. They'd put 10 in. They'd be all in at 80,000. They'd have 10,000 of built-in equity. They start renting it out at 900 a month. I think that is the best way to go. All right. And all right, so let's go back and let me find another one. Do we have any questions in the chat? No. Okay. Okay, Aragon, Riverdale, Kennesaw. Let's see what. Oh, we got Decatur. Let's do that one. Okay, all right. Let's go in here, and we're gonna plug in 1, 5, 6, 2, line, street, Decatur. 30032. So that's a good zip code already, high end. So very weird for this not to be, well, it's super fixed up, but it's weird for this to not be a super high amount. Okay, the price is 300. If the price you're selling it at is more than the Zestimate is an overestimation, by the way. That looks really bad. So they're valuing it at 305. It's a 3, 1.5, 1297. Oh, they say 1295. Okay. EMD is 5,000. Vacant on lockbox. And they tell you what the title company is. Oh, it's a turnkey / light rehab. So it's a light rehab. If it's turnkey, you buy it and go. So you're paying for the fact that this is already fixed up, which means they want us to rent it out. So this is the end buyer. And it doesn't look, there's usually when they do this, there's not enough room for a wholesaler or to co-wholesale it, where you wholesale it for them and y'all split the difference. So let's go in here and yeah, okay. So it is a 3, 1.5, 6 months. It's a house. Boom, boom. Yeah. All right. So let's analyze this. If we were to buy it, it'd be 2,300. Gosh, that is insane. Way more than what they're saying. Okay, so uh all right. So that would mean that if the rent is 2,300 a month, we would want to buy it for 230,000. They're selling it at 305. So that is not good at all. That's way less than 1%. Okay. So now let's look at comps. Look, they got lots of pictures. They are very um very nice, but as a rental, I don't know. You could possibly look up ARV. Where is it near? Yeah, it's way out there. It's not near, so it's not a real good Airbnb. It might be. They're just gonna have to get off the freeway and then come some distance. I mean, it's right there, so it's pretty. They could probably get off of here and come up. For an Airbnb, you usually want it like right off of the freeway. So, for example, I've got one um, right in here. Yeah, in here. And so you get off the freeway and boom, it's like right there. Uh, we turned it into a rental. So as an Airbnb, you could probably, and it's already fixed up. Um, you could just set it up as an Airbnb. But the added fact that you're going to have to pay somebody to put in towels and toilet paper, and I would put in a case of water in there, um, wine bottles every time somebody moves out with wine glasses, uh, freshly washed. Um, yeah, definitely. And then an Alexa to, hey, what's this? What's that? That kind of thing. Um, you could probably get enough to make it worth it, but that would be the only exit strategy here. Now, okay, let's say you get this and they've probably bought this one themselves, indicator, but let's say this was a wholesaler. And we wanted to uh, go directly to the seller. We would wait 30 days, wait for them to sell it. And then what we would go in for is probably this too. So, oh. All right. So 130, 240. That's not a good comp. That's a wholesale deal. So yeah, maybe three. Yeah, maybe three is it, but still. So 6 months ago, a fixed up one. Those were probably wholesale deals and then fixed up. Uh, so 307 maybe. And then I would want to see, so the cash buyer that I have, yeah, that buys indicator, he will also look at listings to see whether or not they'll go up or down. Uh, and he's the only buyer I have that actually doesn't do just solds. So we could look at listings and see. So let's go out here and go for sale. We want to go by agent. No results. That is not good, man. Okay. All right. So yeah, 3-2. Okay. So I would say the offer to them would be uh obviously that the we're doing 80% now. So um I would say 300 would be the ARV, and we're taking a chance on that because there's not. I'm assuming that I'm going to find, uh, well, no listed properties. So not having access to the MLS. Um, Yeah, we'd go off on, let's say 275. 275. And we want to times that by 80%. That gives us 220. We subtract 10,000 for our fee, 210. So whatever the repairs are, let's say the repairs are 60,000 minus 60,000. That's 150 is going to be our offer, which is maybe what they sold it for. Do they have a past home sales? Sold for 65. Look at that. 2016, and it's been listed for sale and rent. And they've been trying to sell it since then. Yeah, nobody's buying it. They fix it up. So yes, they bought it super cheap, dude. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, man. Don't get greedy. You know? I mean, it's, yeah. And then they agreed to let this person take it and sell it for more. So they want 290, because it's like, if I could see in here in the past they listed it for 290, why would I buy it from some wholesaler for 307? Or what are they selling it for? Price 305. And they don't give an ARV at all. They just say, yeah, pictures. Oh, it will go quickly. Okay, so yeah. I would just go to the seller and probably buy it from 290. I'd probably go to the FMLS, contact the last agent and say, hey, I want to buy it from the seller, 290, and then contact the person and do it. I mean, they're willing to go 290, why buy it for 305? I'm assuming they've got it under contract at 390, and they're trying to sell it for 305 and make 15, and nobody's really going to go for it. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, East Point. Oh, you didn't even put the address on there, dude. Oh my gosh, all right. Smyrna. Okay, here we go. 886 Wells Circle in Smyrna. All right, so this is and they want 258. 258 for this. So this estimate is 260. So they're probably asking right around retail. Let's see. 3.2 will be a home run for a rental portfolio. You do a quick update and flip for great profit. Rentals in the area are 1750 plus. New roof, gutters, water heater, and HVAC. The barn in the back even has a new roof. Minutes away from everything Atlanta has to offer. Okay. Let's see if it's minutes. Yeah, I guess minutes from 285. So remember what I talked about, 285? 85 is the perimeter. This is the perimeter around Atlanta. And everything in here is an hour away. So if you are right here in Atlanta, you're an hour away from Atlanta. If you're in Decatur, you're an hour away from Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, you're an hour away from Brookhaven. Everything in here is an hour away. So yeah, that's not minutes away. Okay. So let's see, a 3.2. It looks pretty good. It needs minor updating. 5 days ago, something sold for 3. And then that's it. Man, this is so strange. Okay, so that's probably a wholesale deal, maybe um, 10 months ago, and then some sold for 3. So I would say like 250 maybe. Just go out on a limb and get it for 250. Okay, so 250 is the ARV, and then as 250 as the ARV, and they want 258 for it. Oh man. Uh it's got all new stuff, new roof, gutters, water heater, HVAC. So if it doesn't need much, let's plug it into rentometer and go there. In here, yeah. So we go here and delete all this stuff. And then we come in here. And it's a 3-2, 6 months, it's a house. What do we got? What do we got? 1960. That was a bad year. All right, so 19, I'd want to pay 190,000 for it. And so that's not a good investment. So 250 is the flip. Let's do the math on that. 250, 250,000 times 80% is 200,000 minus 10 for our fee. That's 190. We want to let's just say 10,000. It's always going to need some kind of repairs. So minus 10,000 in repairs, that comes to 180,000. All right, so let's see. That would be our offer to the seller if we were to wait 6 months and then contact them and say, hey, this other person was trying to sell it for this much. It was way too much. I want to see if you would consider selling maybe for less than that. So they've owned this property. They've got it free and clear. As you see, it's been listed, but never sold. So they owned it before digital data. And they just want to sell it for 160. It's probably been in the family maybe. And they just don't want to get rid of it for less. They've only tried to sell it in 2022. Yeah. So I would say 180 and go to the seller and see if they take 180 cash. They might not. I'd then send them an agreement for 180 cash and just mark it to them that way. Okay, so let's go back here. We did some comps and slideshow. Okay, so there's FMLS and Georgia MLS. You can, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to comp 3 properties a day. These could be 3 properties from the 5 people that you talk to every day. You could comp 3 of those properties, make them an offer, see if they'll accept it, and then market to those houses if you haven't already. I want you to go to investor meetups and say to any realtors you find, like, hey, I find deals all the time. I got some people that don't want to sell to me for cash. They want to list. Can I send those to you? When they say yeah, then you can start to ask for a sub login, not the actual login that they have, a sub login. They can have an unlicensed assistant, and you would have that. So you wouldn't have access to everything. Like, you couldn't put a listing out there or mess with anything. But you'd have your own login, your own password, and they could cancel you at any time. And you have a sub login to analyze the deals, to make sure not to waste their time and just send them garbage. So try that out. You can also get your realtor's license. You can befriend a realtor and send them houses and have them analyze them if they want, and then send them back to you. I've got a guy on my team, Terrell, and he is going to get his license, and the company is going to pay for it. So we're going to pay him to take the test, get the license, and then he's going to hang it with a brokerage that doesn't require him to sell a certain amount of deals. All right, so there we are. I am Mike the wholesaler. Do we have any questions? Let me see. Nope. Okay, so this is comps that we talked about. I missed last month. I'm sorry for that. So, or last episode. So I don't know if I can cram all of that in to the next one. So that's comps. Next one will be April, and let's see. In April, I've got this is the 25th, 25th. And so next week is the 1st, the 8th, and the 22nd. So on the 8th, we're going to be talking about how to drive for deals. And then on the 22nd, I might cover how my CRM works and how to use it and stuff. So I don't know if I talked about the CRM that I use. I think I talked about Podio because I missed one that month, and then I missed one in March. Which is this month. So next month, I'm going to be talking about driving for deals on April 8th at 7. I'm going to be there. I'm Mike the wholesaler, and I'll see y'all then. Bye.